All right, Logic Bombs 50. Big 5. What the? 39? 39? Matt, what the frick are you smoking, my dude? What am I looking at? Summation? Or is this exact moment I've come to wonder, what does Matt do for a living? And did he go to college, and if so, what degree did he get? Because this thing could mean a couple different things. How probable is it that this... It's interesting because you have... Well, you have the one space here, but when you go and you look at it, let's just show this for an example. See, you'd have two big spaces if you go in this route. However, if instead you do it this way, you'd be effectively walling out here, right? So, and even if you went inversely and did something like that, it would still effectively be a wall. So, it could entirely be a valid option right there. The one thing of interest, though, is this right here. You know that this is filled, so it makes you want to say that that is the answer. However, you don't necessarily have that as an obvious solution. If you knew that this was clear, then you would know that that entire row would be filled. However, I don't have proof for that. And I, technically speaking, I have no proof that this isn't the correct solution either. Like that's as true as anything else as far as I can determine. I'm effectively ignoring plus whatever this is. I really don't understand what the meaning of it is. It's very interesting here that the only rows that don't necessarily have that are the ones with the question marks, but the plus arrow it's interesting because it's like plus arrow 2. Is that saying that there's actually 3 in the column? But if that's the case, then this would be saying 10. Whoops. I think I'm going to go off the assumption that both of these are filled. I'm just going to go off that working assumption. Tells me that some of this is wrong too. Interesting. Could it be an inverse, maybe? No, that wouldn't be the case. Because then I would have gotten a lot more errors. Yeah. See, if this was like an inverting of the like valuation, so instead of it being a calculation for the number of walls, it became the number of spaces or something like that. Then I would have a lot more errors from doing just that line because you would have, yeah, okay. That doesn't give me anything. Really makes me feel like the center. Oh, wait, hold up. I got one. Oh, if that gives me all errors, then I got my answer right there. Funnily enough, that answered my question. There we go. Okay. So, okay, now that I got that. There we go. Oops. My mouse is getting caught on the back of my desk, and it's making, like you can see sometimes, like my sliding is becoming difficult. I really do need to get a better setup, but I don't want to spend money on this stuff. Oh, actually, right here, that's another answer. Okay. And with that, I think I just... Okay. Well, actually, since I know this and I have to have one there, just got an answer right there. That's great. Okay. Then I know I need one there. That answers that. These two then have to come here, which then forces these to be here, forces that to be there, that to be there. Beautiful. I have no idea what... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Okay, at least I know that when they say the sum of everything is 39, that everything added up to 39. But why? I just, okay. Matt, you're obviously on something when you made that. Congratulations, dude. You managed to make me seriously question myself there.